goes another 20-year-old.
Holy shit, I hate those guys.
Gotta hate 20-year-olds.
Fuck these guys.
Somebody help these 20-year-olds.
It's time to figure it out, Ricky.
Touch me.
Don't touch me. Don't fucking touch me.
Check it. Loud. Action. Ready. What's up? So, today,
We're so hungover.
and we had a guest cancellation, a last minute cancellation. So,
That's fine, man, because I wanted to do a little celebration for our
celebration for what?
10,000th play, my dude. Yeah. Let's go.
Nice.
That's
okay.
10,000. That's like a few more than 999,000.
I think that's a few less than 900.
9,999.
You're supposed to be the smart one.
I'm the numbers guy.
You're the numbers guy. Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but I kind of got fucking wasted last night, my dude.
What happened last night?
It was Robbie's birthday. We had a Monday night week ruiner party.
Yeah.
Margaritas. Drank tons of them, lads. So we were pounding back margaritas. Had a lot of people over. 60 of tequila.
Margaritas. Lads, I'm talking margaritas.
On the lash.
Yeah. Decent turnout for Monday, actually.
Not bad for Monday. Little appetizers. The margaritas were a fucking hit. Big suggestion if you're having a party.
On a Monday.
Yeah. Margaritas.
And you want people to show up? Margaritas.
They drank us at a house and home. We had a fucking bucket of beers and hard iced teas.
We had tequila.
Maybe 120 ounces of tequila.
Yeah.
Gone.
Gone.
8 or 6 margarita packages, like frozen margarita mix.
Gone.
We just gone. We had to resort to hand making the margaritas, which I think turned out even better. A little
handmade margaritas. Gone. Beers. Yeah, we went through quite a bit.
The only thing I wouldn't suggest is doing that the night before a podcast, because my brain feels like there's just like a little guy in there like struggling to put all the pieces together. Very little happy brain cells.
I liked your analogy last night that you were just a vessel.
I was a vessel. My body was just moving through space and time, and I was just sitting in like a dark space in there, just a passenger.
Total passenger.
But you're on Too Many Jams. We'll do the little intro here.
Okay.
It's a show about all things 20-year-old.
With help from friends, experts, and our own personal experiences, we hope to shed some light on those things that leave our age group lost and confused.
One of those is midweek hangovers. And
it's not even midweek. It's beginning of the
very
week.
first
the first day of the week hangover. What are you looking? Oh, you're looking for the ideas page.
Yeah.
Also,
we wanted to show Kevin's outfit, though.
Yes, Kev, when he gets down in frame. Kev, here's for people that are watching.
Soak that in right now.
Take a look.
Tiger Woods 1990s white edition.
Yeah, come in a little bit.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Are you in it? Are you in frame?
And where's the shirt from?
Do a little twirl for us.
Where did you get it?
I think Goodwill.
Who are you wearing right? Who are you wearing right now?
I believe that. Who are you
Check
wearing?
the tag.
Yeah. Okay. Northern Elements, great brand. Yes.
Actually, yeah, it's a throwback. That's a 90s brand. 90s print. Let's go.
Kind of pajama inspired print.
Yeah, I was saying it's like my Fresh Prince of Bel-Air shirt.
Another black guy.
Yeah.
Well, you said Kevin's a very black and white name, so
Yeah, it's true.
that gives you all the rights, right?
Yo, what was our costume idea the other day? Did you write it down?
Mm-mm.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Remember we had a wicked costume idea for you?
We were that for me
Yeah.
with the hair.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Do you remember what I'm talking about now?
Yeah. But dude, like you picked the wrong day for me to go inside my brain and remember anything.
It was such a good idea.
Does it involve a fanny pack
It was
that
easy,
he's
too.
wearing right now?
Did you have surgery under your ear?
Yes, I did.
Dude, whoa.
You never noticed that before?
No, what happened?
I was stabbed.
What?
Yes. No. I had like a little lump behind my ear.
Yeah.
And when I was in like maybe second year of university, I had it removed.
Like, was it a cancer?
No.
Just like a lump. You just had a deformity.
What do they call it? Benign.
Ah.
A benign cyst or lump. Whatever the medical terminology is there.
Cool.
But yeah, they gave me some. I think it might have been the day that I fell in love with
laughing gas.
The laughing gas. Yeah. I was some of my first comments. I remember waking up and the nurse was there. I was like, "Where can I get more of this stuff?" Like when I came out,
and that's when you became a junkie.
Yes.
I never tried it. I never had that experience. When I had my wisdom teeth taken out, they just knocked me out. Like you see those videos where people are saying stupid shit.
Yeah.
I think they're lying. I think it's like magic. Do you guys know magic or hypnotism? I mean, hypnotism isn't real. Have you ever been to a hypnotist show when they get people to do stupid stuff?
Do you not believe in it?
I know it's not real, man.
How?
So my buddy Tim Stewart, remember him?
Yeah.
When we were down south, I believe there was a hypnotist show, and he obviously went up because he's fucking big goof.
Yeah,
and
such a goof.
So the hypnotist has people doing stuff, and he's gravitating towards Tim because Tim's doing all this like funky shit, like quacking and like acting stupid. Tim comes back to the seat, and we're like, "Dude, you got fucking hypnotized." And he's like, "No." He's like, I just felt weird, and I just wanted to do what he said. I didn't want to like ruin his show. And I think that's what every hypnotist is relying on. I don't think hypnotists are real. I don't know if you two sitting there looking at us like this believe in hypnotism or have had an experience. Pick up the mic.
I gotta interject.
Okay.
I'll take a squat.
Pull up a seat.
All right.
Pull up a seat.
That's
If you'd like. A quick word from our sponsors.
Are you wearing your wrist and ride today?
Nope. I always catch myself at the wrong times.
Do you even like my jewelry company, dude?
I love it. I love it.
Even your sister and her fiance were wearing wrist and ride in their wedding engagement pictures.
Were they?
They're fire.
Nice.
I now have like, I was gonna say I have unlimited content, but it would be from them. It would just be that one shoot.
You can't expose them
of
yet.
two lovebirds. Yeah, Kev, interject.
So in first year university at Guelph, Frosh Week, a lot of drinking, as you know. But no, they had a hypnotist come in, and it was in this like, I don't know, it's like 100 fucking drunk people in this one auditorium, and I don't know, he kind of like brings a bunch of people on stage and then kind of picks them off if like you can't be hypnotized or something like that. It goes through some
AK, you're not an idiot. To tell me you got picked.
Your will is too strong.
Yeah.
No, I was up top, but I was just like pretty wasted watching this thing, and I'm like, I was really like, didn't believe it at all, and it's like there's no way. Then slowly the guy's like doing this whole thing, and I felt myself getting like a little like just like, getting in this weird zone.
Shut up.
So like I was like, getting hypnotized from up top. So it's like I kind of believe this now. Like
no
just,
way.
Like, just lulling me into this like weird thing.
Fuck. Maybe some people can be hypnotized, but this is what I hear is that you go up there, the guy makes a fucking fool out of you because you don't want to ruin a show, and you're like, oh, okay, haha, like sure, I'm a duck. And he takes advantage of that, and then because the people don't want their friends to think they're a fucking idiot, they come back and they're like, I was hypnotized. And they just say that.
Yeah.
Maybe your buddy was hypnotized and he was embarrassed to say it.
I think it's the opposite. I think people get embarrassed by what they do on stage, so they're just like, yeah, I was hypnotized.
We should.
And it goes along with the stick, and they keep on touring, and people keep on believing hypnotists are real.
It's all a scam.
Do you think you have to be good at hypnotizing, or do you think you just have to know the steps? Because like do you think you could look this up on YouTube or the internet, and then follow some steps and then try and hypnotize each other? That's something we should.
I just think they're good at what they do. I'm not saying they're not talented.
Yeah.
I don't think hypnotism is like you're on a spell and you black out. I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. This is what I think happens. I think hypnotists are really good at suggestive language. Like, my buddy Merck told me about this thing way back called neuro-linguistic programming.
I remember this.
Heavy into it. And it's basically your choice of language and like how you talk to people can kind of like break through and like be really suggestive.
Yeah.
And like it's like you touch people and like you like change eye contact and it just like fucks with them, and all of a sudden they're like making out with you at a bar. It's basically like I feel like it was invented for legitimate purposes, and then it's just been used by pickup artists ever since. Hypnotists.
Yes.
It's all fuck boys.
And now it's all fucked boys. But so the way he explained it is, he's into hypnotism and neurolinguistic programming. I don't think
Merck's into hypnotism.
Yeah, I think he's actually a master hypnotist. Yeah, I don't know if he wants this out in the world, but yeah, yeah, him and his dad are big into it. They did like a bunch of courses.
We need to get Merck over here.
Yeah, to talk about
We've been trying
this.
to get him on the show for the longest time.
Should we call him?
And
well, the problem is if you're like a strong-willed person, if you're a perceptive person, Will has nothing to do with it, and you know that someone's into this stuff. I just noticed when he was doing it, and I would just be like fucking right back at him. You know what I mean? Like
that's why on stage they'll have a bunch of people and they'll pick people off who are faking it. So they'll be like, no, you're out. Then the people who stay on, they're like
suggestive people. I think what they do is they use this like verbal technique on suggestive people that are like susceptible to it, that will convince them that they want to go along with his shit, which is technically hypnotism, I guess, but it's really, they're just suggestive people. They're using good language and the hypnotist is getting them to act it out, but they're fully conscious. And I think after, they're just like kind of regretful of it, and they're like, I was hypnotized.
Yeah, I guess I can. But then when there's people though, they're like, what about the ones where they're like, when I say this word, you're gonna start doing whatever. Then they come out of it, and
they're just there. So it's like this: when I snap my fingers, you're gonna fall asleep, and the guy's just sitting there like, okay, I'll just do it for you. Cool. My head's down.
We need to get a master hypnotist on the show.
We'll get Merc in here.
And try and get you hypnotized.
It just won't work because I'll just be sitting there and I'll just be. I think you have to be willing to be suggested, and it just wouldn't be.
Yeah.
My nana was actually hypnotized to quit smoking. So she went to like a.
Oh, your nana's an idiot. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
You fucking son of a bitch.
That's hypnotherapy, and it's just again a suggestible person putting those ideas in your mind. Or sorry, like a hypnotist is just putting those ideas in your mind with good language, and I think it works. It clearly gets people to do stuff, but I don't think you like black out and like.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like like that. I don't think when people say they blacked out and it was like magic and they don't remember anything, I think they're just kind of trying to make up for the fact that they went on stage and like quack like a duck.
They're just embarrassed.
They're embarrassed.
I'm gonna have to do a little bit of digging.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I know nothing about anything. I say shit like this all the time. I have no clue.
Mm-hmm.
My experience was it was bullshit though. Okay. Because like what could a guy say? Like fucking, I'd be sitting there and he'd be like, do this, and you would just not do it because you can do it. Like there's no way someone could make you do anything with words, or else he'd be going around to bank tellers and like people and be like, empty your wallet.
But there is like those close-up or mentalist people who are just like distracting.
The
mentalists. Kind of like, yeah, like
I believe in distraction.
Taking your watch off you.
I believe in overwhelming your senses and stuff like that. But what are you Googling here?
Is hypnotism real?
Is hypnosis real? Reddit?
You gotta get producer Liv
over there.
Yeah, are you reading about it right now? Yeah. And what's the consensus?
I'll repeat into the mic if you have anything.
The truth is that stage hypnotism is essentially a theatrical performance and has about as much in common with bona fide clinical hypnosis as many Hollywood movies have with real life.
Boom. Am I
fake news?
Fake news. I fucking knew it. See, bona fide
hypnosis is perhaps one of the most misunderstood and controversial methods of psychological treatment. The myths and misconceptions that surround hypnotherapy mostly stem from people's ideas about stage hypnotism. The truth is that stage hypnotism is essentially a theatrical. Oh, that's what I said before. Yeah.
It's basically what I'm saying. I think there is hypnotherapy, which is just good use of language. You're letting them so you're letting yourself become suggestible. You're relaxing your senses, and they're putting those suggestions in your mind, which it's not that different from, okay, picture this. When we do our mentality exercises and we tell ourselves, I'm going to be fucking successful and I'm the man, and you're just hypnotizing yourself in a way. You're putting these words and thoughts in your brain, and your brain is just a big battery for everything it hears about you. And that's how you build your through experiences and all that. That's how you build your subconscious, and your actions reflect that.
But I feel like, what I felt when I was in first year getting hypnotized in the top row of the auditorium, I felt like he was almost puts you in like a weird like beta state where you're just kind of like lulled into this like trance, and then I just felt something happening. Not sure if I was just falling asleep.
Yeah, I just had a boner.
I know.
It says
first year figuring some shit out.
It says not everyone is susceptible to hypnosis. Some people seem to possess a trait called
hypnotizability, Rob.
Hypnotizability.
I'm just
that's a hard word.
Hypnotizability. Hypnotizable.
I'm just as hungover as you are right now. It varies greatly among individuals.
10% of the population is also retarded. So is there a correlation there?
It's 2019. You can't.
Sorry, yes.
Can't say that.
10% of the population is what is I don't know what the politically correct.
What's the equivalent? Idiots.
No, that's worse, dude. Is mentally retarded. That's just what it's called. That is like the scientific term for it.
Isn't that French? Retard, like
That's like slow.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it handicap? Mentally handicapped?
Mm-hmm.
I've got.
I'm not touching it.
Touch it, dude.
Touch it.
Touch it.
I've got a funny story.
Yeah.
So a couple weeks ago, actually, this would have been like a month ago. Kev, I don't think I told you this actually yet, but so about a month ago, I get thrown into this group conversation with two random numbers, both 519 numbers, so from London, and the message, or you know what, I should just pull it up.
It's pretty jokes.
The message reads, wait, where is it?
I think I called it too right from the start.
Yeah.
When I said, well, I'll let you get into the message, but basically what I said is Robbie got these numbers, messaging him, and it was by mistake. It obviously wasn't for Rob, and my prediction was that it actually was people you knew.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, because you were fucking with them.
Yeah. So I get thrown into this group conversation, and the first message is, "Greetings from BC, ladies. I would like to get together for dinner. I'm home Sunday for a couple of weeks. My calendar is getting full. Would May 1st work for dinner?" And then one of the other ladies responds, "Hello, May 1st could work for me." And then I chime in because there's only three of us in this group, and I say, "May 1st works for me as well. Where are we thinking, ladies?" And
I think you did that drunk because you weren't going to respond.
Yes.
I'm looking at the time here. It's 11:20
yeah,
on a Monday. What are you doing getting drunk on Mondays?
I don't know. Yesterday was a Monday and we got
I know.
wasted. So then it kept going on. Well, the next one was like, "Great. Do you have a suggestion? We can decide closer." And I'm like, "I'm always a fan of Italian." And then I just...
And you put emojis. He
Yeah.
put a pasta emoji, and a wine emoji.
So then I just kind of left it, and
Oh my god, dude.
it kept going on for...
That's not even... Okay, first of all, it kept going on. There's a bunch of... they made a reservation.
Yeah. They're like, "Oh, I can make a reservation, da-da-da." I was thinking it'd be kind of funny. And then I just kind of left it and forgot about it for a couple weeks because...
How'd you figure out who it actually was?
Because I saw... So the other day, the messages started coming in, and they started dropping names. And they
You now know their names.
Yes, like, "Oh, your suggestion, Dana." And then one was like, "Thanks, Barb." And I'm like,
Oh,
Barb and
shit.
Dana. Those are my mom's two friends.
No.
Yeah, so I'm seeing these come in. They're two of my mom's friends, and one of them had just moved out to BC. So that's why like the first message said that she's coming in, and I'm like, fuck, like I now know. So
You were fucking with your mom's friends. They thought it
Oh,
was your
these poor
mom.
ladies.
though.
I thought they would figure it out since I wasn't responding to the messages or whatever.
And may I say that your mom talks nothing like your responses? It's
know.
their fault. May 1st works for me as well. Where are we thinking, ladies? Your mom would never say those words. I'm always a fan of Italian spaghetti wine emoji. Never.
Yeah.
If you knew your mom in the slightest, she would not say those words.
And so I called my mom like right when I saw these messages. I'm like, I kind of made a mistake, and my mom's up at the cottage at this time, and I'm like, I just got thrown into this message with Barb and Dana, and I've made some dinner plans for you.
Did you have to come clean about the whole thing?
Sorry?
Did you come clean to your mom about the whole like...
Yeah, she's like text me, she's like screenshot me the messages so I can see if it works in my calendar, and my mom championed it, and
And how was the dinner?
made it to dinner. She said it was great.
And then, but there was no like, your son's a fucking idiot.
No, she you know what? So I sent her the screenshots of the messages, and then she like texts both of them, being like, "Oh, I think Robbie would like in a bit of an inebriated state sent some group messages and like and cleared the air for me, and dinner was good, and I'm in the clear. I mean, like, luckily I didn't say anything.
That's
like,
such
really
we-
stupid.
That's such good karma.
We were thinking this. We were like, oh, you were asking me. You're like, should I send a message back? And I was like, no, of course not. And then you're like, but it'd be jokes for the podcast. And I was like, yeah, okay, maybe do it. So we were thinking of even going further.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm going to meet them.
Yeah, you
For
showing
dinner.
up at the dinner.
Yeah.
But then we found out as your mom's friends.
So, dinner was good though.
How fuck would that be if he showed up? He gets a random message and he shows up to dinner and he's like, oh, you didn't want me to come out with you?
I'm friends with both their sons too.
That would have been two jokes,
Would have
man.
been so funny.
With are your mom's friends, like, would they find that funny, or they'd be like,
Yeah,
what
I
the
think
fuck?
they found it a little bit humorous, but
Imagine they started dropping some like whack mom shit. Like, oh, my son. Like, they start talking about shit. Like, or like, I don't know, like, because you got to imagine if those are your mom's friends, like, you know how like you talk with your friends, you say like whack stuff about your family, like,
yeah.
you know, you're
You're just hearing stuff you don't want to hear.
yeah. Imagine they started talking about like some like, you know, stuff they're going through at their age, you know, body changes, like stuff like that. You know, anything could happen, man. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's
funny,
You
though.
can't eject out of that. You'd have to block the numbers.
It's Robbie. I'm
Just
Robbie.
eject. I'm
Yeah,
Rob. Rob,
group-
stop talking. It's Rob. Shut up.
Group chat just
Shut the
starts
fuck up.
saying some raunchy stuff. And then it was kind of funny because my mom told the rest of my family, so I got calls like the next day from Kara and Jamie, from my brother and sister, and they both called me. They're like, "Oh, how was dinner with the ladies?" Like chirping me and stuff. They're both like killing themselves.
You deserve it.
Yeah,
Every bit of it.
that's great.
It was good.
I gotta take off to golf, boys.
Yeah, no
So,
worries, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swing strong.
Yeah. Well, first.
You're actually going to Copacabana, or you're going golfing?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Her name was Coco.
That is such
Copacabana.
fucking like a wealthy white guy move today. Golfing on a Monday or a Tuesday
Yeah.
afternoon, going to Copacabana after.
You know, living large.
Yeah, well, enjoy yourself.
Going
you're
up
living,
on a
you're living like a
Tuesday.
retired 6-year-old.
Yeah.
You're already a snowbird.
I have no money. This is a bad idea.
If anyone needs coding work done,
Yeah.
and only specific types, like really low level, like he's bad. No, I'm kidding.
Like, yeah.
no, if anyone needs a coding work, what's the software you work in? Ruby,
Ruby Rails.
Ruby Rails,
JavaScript, all the good stuff.
and he is good. I saw some of the applications he was making. Hard working dude. Reach out. He needs a job.
Yeah, hire me, but don't judge me based on this podcast. Like, I'm just the producer.
What are you trying to say about our podcast?
No, that's that.
You
HR,
say-
just
HR, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I do say whack stuff, and I might have to edit out that one bit. You know, you never know.
You know,
Yeah, the proper term would be intellectually and developmentally
Too long.
disabled.
Already. Okay, so instead of saying retarded in 2019, what do we say now?
Intellectually
Intellectually
disabled.
dis.
Developmentally disabled.
Okay, intellectually or developmentally disabled people.
Proper.
That is
That's-
a long one. It's very hard, but it's
that's producer Liv.
you
in the
can't turn
background.
that into a slang. Like, you know how back in the day on the playground, you know, people would be like, "Oh, like you're retarded" or whatever.
Yeah.
You're never gonna hear kids going, "Oh, you are intellectually disabled. You're developmentally, you know what I
Slow.
mean? Slow." So I back the community for figuring that one out for us, because whatever word I'd come up with would just become a slang.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Slang's easy.
Like,
Did you see Woodstock got canceled? You know that music festival?
yeah, I thought that was like in the '60s.
No, they were
Did someone
trying
go back in time?
They were trying to bring it back. Another one, like, you haven't seen all the hype around this
No.
recently? No. Did you see this? No. I was just
Why did it get canceled? Because it was going to be Woodstock again?
no, because it was good. I think they were running into some similar issues as Fire.
Oh,
With like things weren't coming together.
no. The only news I heard about festivals is that there was this is gross, but like a massive herpes outbreak at Coachella.
I heard that too.
And that's the only news that reaches my ears that I care about. It's the most disgusting. It was like 11,000 cases. Where and how are 11,000 people? That means
How does that?
for 11,000 people to get herpes, that must mean that
There's a lot of sex
20,
happening.
30,000 people had sex at Coachella.
Sex
Ew.
Cella.
Yeah, literally fuck Cella. People just you know what? Fuck, I don't even want to say this, but like it's another one of those things, you know, people were like, I don't feel bad about the people going to fire festivals, a bunch of just like really wealthy people getting duped.
Yeah.
I feel like people have the same mentality about a bunch of influencers that probably, I'm not going to generalize, but I'm generalizing. Picture that typical LA influencer attitude.
Yep.
Like just being like, oh, like, haha, like I'm fucking this shit, whatever. And then boom, you go to Coachella, you fuck, you think life's good, and you just get caught in a herpes epidemic. I feel like there's not a lot of sympathy for them. I give them sympathy. I think that's the worst thing that could ever happen to you at a music festival besides
Suck.
dying,
Would
dismemberment,
suck.
breaking something.
Should we look it up right now?
Yeah,
Get
look
some
it up.
get some hard details. Herpes outbreak.
This is the only news that hits me. Not that Woodstock gets canceled, or I didn't even know about Fire Festival until the documentary.
Okay. Herp alert.
Herp alert! Herp alert!
That's the title.
Is it Herp alert?
That's the title of the article.
Oh, fucking shit.
Let's see. A whopping 1,105 cases have been reported
Oh, that's
from this
nothing.
year's Coachella.
Why did so?
That's still a lot, though.
I know, but someone told me 11,000. I'm like, there must have only been like 30,000, 60,000 people at this festival. Wait, was it from a porta potty?
I don't know.
Whoa,
Is that
whoa,
what,
whoa,
is that what it
whoa,
said?
whoa, 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 whoa.
Is that what it said?
Oh, having sex with fellow festival attendee in a porta potty. Oh, that's how you get herpes. And we're just reading this here. Yeah, it literally says up here, almost immediately multiple news outlets breathlessly aggregated the TMZ story. TMZ, this is probably fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
With many resharing it, clearly motivated by a sense of schadenfreude. Yeah, or I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's exactly what I said. Schadenfreude at those privileged flower headband wearing kids Instagramming it up at the music festival. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it got a lot of schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
But that, like, exactly. People don't feel bad for them. I feel bad for them.
Oh, I guess Herp Alert is like a actual website or something, or like
Oh.
like a I don't know what a herpes reporting
Yeah.
database or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? This, I just don't even like talking about it.
Mm.
I just like, I feel weird. I feel bad for them. It'd be like back in the day, weren't STDs like a recent thing?
Are they? I don't know.
I feel like people just no-domed it up until like someone had sex with a monkey and then AIDS started. And then like, I think it was just like curable stuff like syphilis. I think people die from that like back in the day, like forever. But like in terms of uncurable STDs, I feel like those are recent. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, they
Incurable.
They say that new sort of bacterial like infections and diseases and stuff are forming all the time. Like
Fuck, that means there might be new ones.
because people are taking too many antibiotics.
Oh my god.
These days, that all these new diseases and
Like super
outbreaks and
chlamydia.
stuff, they're finding ways to combat them, and over time, antibiotics and all this medication that they have are slowly becoming less relevant in like doing not as good of a job.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Terrifying. I'm now like, the older I get, the more scared of this stuff. My fears are not of getting robbed or stabbed or like getting in a car accident. My fears are of undiscovered diseases or things you can't control. Like, I hear Joe Rogan talk about parasites all the time that control your brain. That there's a parasite in cat piss. Have you not heard about this?
No.
Dude, Google this right now. If you listen to Joe Rogan, any listeners listen to Joe Rogan, you've heard him talk about it. But there's a parasite in cat piss that causes people to be more willing to take risk, a little bit more energetic. Toxoplasmosis. That's it.
The mind-controlling parasite called Toxoplasma Gondii
That's a dope name.
might make permanent changes in brain function as soon as it gets there.
Yep.
The researchers report it changes their brains so they lose their innate fear of the smell of cat urine. What?
Yeah, so the reason it exists is in mice.
It's from cat poo.
Cat poo or piss. Okay, in
Yeah.
mice, when mice get toxoplasmosis, they get sexually attracted to cat piss. And they come over to it and the cat mucks them. That's why there's a mouse in this picture. There's literally a mouse on top of the cat's head.
Oh, so they use it
They use it to fuck mice up.
to eat mice.
And we are basically, mice are really similar to us, I think. That's why they do all the testing on mice. Yeah. So what they did is they found out that there's a huge correlation between motorcycle deaths and toxoplasmosis because
Why?
they have it makes you more risk taking. And they also found a whack correlation between successful South American soccer players and like entrepreneurs, people willing to take risk and like risk it all and go for it. No joke. So it's not actually like that bad of a negative. In fact, like some people, it fires them up and gets their life together, and they're just like,
Where can I get some of this?
you literally you huff cat poo poo. Go out there, take it, go in the litter box and have a few nibbles.
So what's do all cats carry this? Like, what's the likelihood
Listen,
of
I'm no gynecologist, dude. I have
the
no
parasite
idea.
transfer-
I have no idea, but I just heard Joe Rogan talk about it. But this shit scares me. The something can just get into you and change who you are. Like, is that not the scariest thing? At least it's the one that has like a little bit of a
Yeah.
benefit. Like you become a rock star and then you die in a motorcycle accident. Like it's pretty nails. But that's why there's Crazy Cat Lady. That's a real thing. They're not just like if you have 30 cats,
Yeah.
you have toxoplasmosis. You do. If you have one clean cat that poops in a bin, you're good. But if you've like, that's why in countries where cats run, like there's a lot of feral cats and stuff, there's a lot of toxoplasmosis in like South America. And they create killer soccer players.
More than 60 million men, women, and children in the U.S. carry the Toxoplasma parasite, but very few have symptoms because the immune system usually keeps the parasite from causing illness. That's
Fucked.
crazy. Kim.
You have a friend that has a lot of cats? Do you no comment over there?
There's one cat.
She's got one cat.
There's one cat.
Yeah, what the fuck, Rob? What are you saying? It says it does not necessarily explain Crazy Cat Ladies or why there are lol cats online.
What's a lol
I
cat?
fucking don't know. But it does begin to hint a potential mechanism for how and when the parasite changes. Okay, this is stupid. Anyway, that's a scary stuff. Same with like I don't know. The whole STD thing. Just wear domes. Just wear them. Just fucking wear them. Just do it. Like why not? You know, like
So wait, why? Just going back to this, why are was it South American soccer players?
so toxoplasmosis is correlated with like risk taking. So
Yeah.
entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And it actually gives you like this is I'm just paraphrasing what I heard from Joe Rogan, but it actually gives you like kind of a little bit of a like activity and risk taking. So motorcycle accidents, entrepreneurs take risks. These soccer players, like these are correlations. It doesn't mean they're causation.
Yeah.
So they're big links.
But why? Why South American soccer players? Like, what's the connection
They
there?
just did a test, and like the majority of South American soccer players had it, but maybe the majority of people in South America have it.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm like there was like a disproportionate amount of Toxoplasma Gondii.
Gandhi.
What a weird name.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's tons of cool stuff. There's a parasite that gets into like the mind of the insect that carries it, like whether it's like I forget if it's a grasshopper or a small rodent,
Yeah.
and it forces the rodent to drown itself, or the insect, I forget which it is exactly, but it forces its host to drown itself, and then it can eat and reproduce inside.
Wow.
So like mind controlling parasites are a real thing, and there's probably a bunch they don't even know about.
That's crazy.
I know, blowing your okay. Who
That's
knew?
like actual hypnosis.
What I wanted to do on this podcast was celebrate our 10,000th thing, talk
Uh-huh.
about what we got going on, talk about last night, and like, and we ended up talking about STIDs.
Yeah.
Hypnosis, Toxoplasmosis,
Gandhi.
No, I was gonna go on a rhyme there.
Mm.
Hypnosis, Toxoplasmosis.
Gandhi.
That's a. Oh my God! Have you seen Chris D'Elia imitating Eminem?
No.
Fuck! I got.
Is it funny?
Yeah, Eminem put it in the song. Eminem, so Chris D'Elia, like on his podcast, or like he's put this video up on Instagram where he's like, he raps like Eminem, and he just does like, got an abortion in a Porsche, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
Eminem just rhymes those words, and he's like Eminem isn't even rhyming these words. He's like, he just like you make any word.
Well, he calls it word bending. Have you seen the 60 Minutes on him?
Mm-mm.
There's a 60 Minutes clip where he references orange. He's like, you know, people always say you can't rhyme anything with orange, and he's like, I can name a million things that rhyme with orange. Door hinge, storage, like, you know, and he like bends the words a little bit so that it makes sense with it.
And that's Chris D'Elia's bit when he's doing these Instagram videos. He's like getting an abortion in a Porsche, wearing Tom Ford and in my jeans and eating ice creams. And then so Eminem sampled it at the end of one of his tracks with Logic.
Oh, no way.
And it's just Chris D'Elia at the end of the track.
Is this recent?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Pretty jokes. I don't know if we can maybe I can end the pod with that.
Yeah.
Throw it in there.
Cool.
Pretty jokes. I'll put the video in at the end.
Yeah, very good.
Very good. Very nice. How you doing for time here?
I got to leave.
Okay. Few quick updates before he goes. Thank you guys so much, and girls, and everything in between, for 10,000 plays.
Yep.
That's huge. That's a lot of hours. Like, this is an hour-long podcast that people are consuming 10,000 times. That's a lot of hours. We really appreciate almost every time we're out with friends now, the feedback, people saying they love it, and it just makes us feel good. Because this was just it was just a stupid fun idea.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
To help us out, to get our lives going.
Yeah,
and it's really come a long way. We're even getting legitimate like sponsorship. You know, like it starts small like this, where a few companies that we're friends with, like the people that run them, are like, no, like you have an audience, you have people that listen that would vibe with our product, and the only reason why we don't have the sponsors on the show yet, so the one beer sponsor, True History, they're gonna come on in June, him and the other founder, and they're gonna get us drunk and taste and educate us and taste test us on their beers. Yeah, and that's gonna be like kind of like the christening of that, and then we're fucking hydrated, and then we'll be hydrated every show. And then I want Reed's to sponsor us. I don't know if we vibe as much with it because they're kind of like a premium gin, but if they want what are you saying about us? We're not premium. We're like mid premium. We're yeah, we're primo shit. We're primo. No, I like, but if they want like our generation, like I don't know how many people can afford a $55 bottle. I don't know what their price is, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, but we have I guess a lot of our friends are young professionals now. They make money just because we don't, just because we don't roll in the dough. I do want that gin just even selfishly. Yeah. Just for my own personal collection. I got a little drunk off like the 4 shots he gave us. Boozed. It's a good quality product. And then obviously my jewelry. If you need jewelry for anything, I've seen a few orders come in for the pod. I really appreciate that. Actually, yeah. With the code. Oh yeah. No way. That's cool. Appreciate that. You know, if you got brothers or for yourself or someone you want to get a gift for, just good quality handmade jewelry is kind of hard to come by. Ours have a 1-year warranty. They look good. They're designed by guys like us. We basically just made it for ourselves. I rep it all the time. It gets a lot of compliments. Yeah, it's great. So appreciate the support there. And with the music, I also a gentleman, my old mentor reached out. We got to have him on. First of all, he's a super interesting guy. Yeah. Does he live here in Toronto? No, he lives in London. Yeah, he was my mentor when I was in the accelerators over there. But he was just saying he listened to us being like, we have a band if you want to book us for anything. And he said we have an event. That,
Oh, no way.
So it's we do
Dope.
super appreciative that we have this platform to talk about what we're doing, and it really shows, man. Like people bitch about friends like not being supportive, and it's like maybe you're just a fucking asshole. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like I don't know. I've been feeling the love.
Yeah.
Even at your party last night, people were wanting us to play some music, and I just was feeling the love. I felt really happy and fortunate.
Yeah. And I think it's I think you're right. It's like kind of how your whole mentality and the way you come off to people. I think it's
It gets reflected back.
It's reciprocated. Exactly.
So I just wanted to say thanks, and we try to give back. We gave unlimited margaritas to everyone last night. and
some appies.
And when we we're doing our music video and the stuff we talked about in a few episodes of stuff we have to do, it's coming together. I'll let you go here in a sec, Rob.
Okay.
It's coming together. We have a venue. The song's ready to go. We're developing the launch plan. We think releasing the song 2 weeks before the video, getting some friends to share it and stuff like that, and then having a big party kind of as a celebration to thank all the people that helped us make the video, because we had a lot of friends in it, a lot of people that volunteered on set and all that, and also to thank all the people that have come to our shows and listened and supported us. And
It'll be fun.
Give them a bunch of beer and food and hopefully gin as well. And we'll have a big party, a big showing to say thanks and to say, boom, we're on the scene. We have a music video. We're going to get famous. There's no stopping this train unless, it gets derailed and, we don't make it.
But I think
That wraps it up.
that wraps it up.
A big thank you.
A big
A
thank
big
you.
merci.
Thank you to our listeners. Thank
big-
you.
Gracias.
Yes.
A big... Do you know anything else, Liv?
How else do you say it?
How do you say grazie? A big grazie? What? Give me a little Mandarin. You don't know? Come on. It's here. 谢谢. Oh, 谢谢.
谢谢. 谢谢.
I butchered that.
谢谢.
谢谢. Thanks so much, guys, girls. It's been huge.
And
We'll keep trucking. A lot of interviews booked coming up.
a lot of interviews booked. Yeah. I'm slowly making my way through the list of people that have said that they wanted to come on the show. And
We're no longer behind, is what we're saying. Before we were like just barely like making
I
it.
know.
Like every podcast, we're
Yes.
like, fuck. Now
Yeah.
we have like 5 or 6 interviews booked. We have a lot of friends we're going to have on. Get the energy up. Hopefully not so hungover. Hopefully I stop saying really not politically correct stuff that I have to edit out later.
And we'll see you next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Handkerchief and I'm thinking of bringing the fucking fingerless gloves back and not giving a singular fuck like fuck rap. I sound like a fucking millionaire with a derringer with a hair trigger about the bear hugging fucking Terry and a Ric Flair dripping. Y'all couldn't hold a candle and let a prayer vigil when I vent. They compare me to a fucking air duck. I'm about to bare knuckle it. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna go upside the head with a Nantucket abric. A fucking dabber. The track is the blood. I'm attracted. I'm attacking it. What Dracula? Fuck that shit. I'm up back with a thud. Man, stop.
Look what I'm planning. I'm planning to do all this while you're panicking. And you're looking and staring at mannequins. And I'm going to fannikins trying to get up a plannikins. All of the plannikins, Anakin, panikins. Well, all the mannequins, Anakin, Anna in the cabana. I'm in a cabana in the chant. I'm in a cabana chanting all the stand-up banner. Well, you don't got the stamina, you're lacking the stamina. You're lacking the stamina while you're divorcing Harrison Ford and I'm in a Porsche and flowing ports. While I'm on torrent. You're using way too many napkins. Papkins. Lapkins and chapkins. You using chapstick and napkins while I'm papkin. Flapping around like a papkin. Flamming a babbling pan and chapkin. Damn it, a can of